If a foundation is reported as defective because the foundation is not level, you immediately face a problem. Your buyer may reconsider whether he or she should continue with the transaction. That might not be a problem for some buyers, but for many, they may not know what to do. They may love the house. It suits their needs and budget. But no one wants to start over, especially if the floor walks reasonably level. But an engineer says it's not level to a degree that structural damage must exist or that foundation repair is needed, then that problem must be addressed if the buyer is still interested in the house. So how do you help your client decide how to proceed? I will get to that in a future video. But first, you need to understand why just looking at elevation numbers do not get you or your client very far. This is the second in a series of 3 videos that explain why the question of whether a foundation needs repair is not a math problem. In the previous video, I explained why floor slope cannot be used as a repair criterion. In this video, I explain why levelness cannot be rationally used as a repair criterion. What do I mean by levelness? It simply means this, that no 2 points can differ in elevation more than a certain amount regardless of how far apart they are. You will find various criteria such as that the 2 points cannot have a different elevation of more than 1.5 inches. You will also see 2.5 inches used. In some cases, you will see a 3-inch criterion wherein no 2 points can be more than 3 inches different in elevation. Like the slope criteria discussed in the first video in this series, using a levelness criteria to determine whether or not the foundation needs to be repaired is clear, simple, and just plain wrong. Let's look at a foundation that is tilted. Please understand that tilt differs from bending. Bending is a distortion of the shape of the foundation. Tilt is simply a rotation of the foundation without any distortion of shape. Bending causes damage to the house. Tilt does not damage the house except in cases so rare that I have never seen an actual instance of this. If you imagine that a profile of the foundation can be represented by a straight level line, bending creates a curve. Tilt creates a straight line that is not level. We can measure tilt by a percentage. 1% is usually used because most people cannot perceive a tilt of less than 1%. This is easier to understand with a concrete example. Let's say we have a foundation that is 60 feet by 40 feet. Assume the foundation tilts 1% in the long direction. 60 feet is 720 inches. 1% of 720 inches is 7.2 inches. Thus, there would be a difference in elevation of 7.2 inches from one end of the foundation to the other. This is substantially more of a difference than most engineers and home inspectors will ever see in their entire career. But the fact is that tilt alone can create large elevation differences and not result in damage to the house. So if the tilt is less than 1% and does not cause damage to the house, it's hard to see what the justification would be for underpinning the foundation. Why would such a foundation be condemned? The reality is this: levelness is not a reliable metric for recommending foundation repair or not recommending foundation repair. It simply gives too many false positives. The focus on levelness misses the big picture. The focus should be on things that are structurally significant, specifically bending and damage to the house. Like floor slope, a focus on levelness is clear, simple, and in too many cases, simply wrong. Next week, I will discuss deeper reasons why any attempt to reduce the question of foundation repair to a simple math problem is doomed to mislead and fail. If you found this video to be of value, please subscribe to my channel. The advantage of subscribing is that every time I upload a new video, you will be notified by email. I normally upload a new video once a week, usually on Tuesday mornings. If you're using a PC or laptop, just look for the red subscribe button at the lower left. If you're using a phone, turn the phone vertical and you should see a red subscribe button at the lower right. If you know anyone else who would benefit from this channel, please send them a link. In the meantime, I will try to have a new video out next week.